Hey guys, me Soul is back at it again. Of what if Deku was in an Attack on Titan? Uh, well, I don't got really an excuse this time. So, I just want to say, I upgraded the thumbnail. I wanted you and the guys in the comments to tell me how it is. Because I just added a couple of things here and there, but not that much. So, anyway, let's get right into the video. We last left off where, Izuku passed out on the Titan, where he met Captain Levi, where they just sealed up the wall in. They sealed up Wall Rose, with Aaron's help carrying the giant boulder, while Izuku was busy escorting him safely to the broken wall. After that happened, we see that Izuku had an encounter with Levi, in which the conversation was like, "Were you the one that was there all those years ago?" As Izuku would say, "What?" That was before he would pass out. As we skip 2 days, as we see Izuku waking up in a bed in the cellar, he's like, "Where the hell am I?" As he would look around and see that he's chained to a wall in like an underground basement, in like an underground cellar or something. As he would look around and he sees he's in a cell, and then he sees two people in front of him. As he would see, Captain Irwin of the Survey Corps, and then we got Captain Levi, one of the captains of Captain Irwin. As we see Izuku just get up and say, "Oh, where the hell am I?" As Captain Irwin would say, what were you doing right there, boy?" As Izuku would say, "What do you mean? I was doing anything a normal person would do. I was helping my comrades seal up the wall." As Captain Irwin would say, "Well, it appears that you and Mr. Levi here have some history together." As Izuku would look at Captain Levi and say, "Yeah, now that you're saying that, he does look pretty familiar." As Izuku's just holding his head, he's like, "I think I can remember a little bit." As we do a little flashback, we see in the perspective of Captain Levi when he was younger. We see him running through the rain with his horse. His horse trips because it was a rainy day. He slipped on the mud. He crashed down only to see a red-headed girl's head on the ground. Then he saw another person getting eaten by an abnormal Titan. As the Titan would have just chomped down, biting the person that we knew as Levi's friends. Friends would go on the ground with his organs extending out of his body. As before anything would happen, before Levi could do anything to kill the Titan, all he hears is thumping in the background. As we see Izuku, who's Titan, who had one time more or less activated by itself, but that one Izuku was out very far from his home before he moved. As we see a Titan, and a very abnormal Titan, to be fair. As we see the Titan start rushing toward the one that just bit down and killed the squad. As we see Izuku's Titan, the Berserker Titan, as we would like to call that now. By the way, thank you for that name. I really liked it. As we see the Titan, Izuku's Berserker Titan, just tear away its legs, tear out its internal organs, rip its spine out of its back, bite the nape of the fucking Titan off, killing it. But the Titan wouldn't stop. It would just kept on smashing the head in until it was just nothing but mush. Mush. And then after a while, it was just mush, bones, and steam. As all you would see is Captain Levi just look up at the Titan that's around 25 meters in height. The Titan would just would bend his back a little bit, arching his back just to see who the last survivor was. As you would see, it's a short man with black hair and a part of the scout regiment. As you would have seen that it had its swords ready, as he had his swords ready out. As Izuku and Goku, not knowing that he was transformed, because he was kind of passed out for that, and his transformation kind of, had its mind of its own. I'll explain later on how that does happen. But for now, I'll keep you in the dark. As we see Izuku just get back up from seeing Levi and just start walking away. As Captain Levi would be in just pure and utter shock, and it'd be like, what? That is the first Titan that looks like that. Is a 25 meters abnormal and didn't attack me? And killed another Titan? Jesus. Fuck. As Levi would be thinking that in his head, and be like, Jesus. I need to report this back to the captain. As the flashback would end, and be like, so you were the one that saved me all those couple of years ago, more or less killed that one Titan I was about to kill by myself. As Izuku looked at Captain Levi, as he would say, yeah, I think that was me. As Captain Levi would remember the exact same Titan build, the green lines, the purple main color, and a giant horn. As that's the most outstanding out thing he could see. As that conversation would have been like that. As Erwin would say, hey, we're putting you on trial to see if you are an ally or a threat to our assets. As Izuku would say, okay. As he would have just sat there while they got him out of the sun, they started dragging him to the courtroom, where they would lock him up and say, hey, he's here. The Titan, the person that can transform into the abnormal Titan is here. As the jury would say, alright, I see. As we would see that Eren, Mikasa, and Armin are all there on the sidelines as the witnesses. As we would see Deku just being put down on the little thing where having his chains locked up by a metal pillar. As the jury would say, Izuku Midoriya, we have seen that your assets to our scout regiment have seen that you are able to control your abilities to some sort, as we already have already looked at Eren Yeager over there for his loss in control that time. And that we saw, and from our witnesses, we see that that you, Izuku Midoriya, have full control of your abilities. As Izuku would just keep going along with this, as he's very cautious with his actions. As their Jiru would say, we need to know if we can trust you or not. As the followers of the wall, all would say, he is a titan shifter. He is a threat to our mankind. He should be put to death. What would happen if he were to get and lose control? What would happen if he were to go out and slaughter all of our people? As this would be the religious man talking, or the church talker of the wall, and then the other scouts would be saying, yeah, what if he's like that? And as the jury is saying, alright, that's from that side. Now let's see from the other side. As we would have that Eren, Mikasa, and Armin would say that he protected Eren in order to secure the Wall Rose. He escorted Eren there and made sure that no Titan got in his way, or he made sure that he didn't lose control. If it wasn't for him, we might have not been able to done it. As the jury is like, alright. Alright, as Eren would say, yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have succumbed to the, pressure, and I would have gone loose of the boulder and would have crushed me. But with Izuku there, I had full composure myself and was able to get it done. Eren would say, agreed. We helped in every possible way, so I'm pretty sure that's our best bet right now. As the jury would say, alright. As they would, decide his fate. As from this standpoint, when you see that Captain Levi would, still kick Izuku a couple of times, just to make sure that he won't transform and, kill all of them and seem like he has his powers under control. He always sacrificed Izuku's tooth, a broken nose, and a little crack on his cheekbone. As that jury courtroom would come to an answer and say that he would leave Izuku Midoriya, Eren Yeager in the custody and care of the Survey Corps by Eren. As Eren would say, yes sir, and would take Izuku and, Izuku and Eren to meet the others, the Mr. Bite-tongued man that always bleeded out, or the Levi squad. Yes, you would see Petra, can't remember the other names, but, on the ride to the castle where the squad hangs out, we see the guy that bites his tongue and say, hey, Greenhorn, as he would just be saying that to Izuku and be like, why you call me Greenhorn, man? Isn't it obvious? You're a Titan. You have a greenhorn. You're nothing but a useless pile. As he would bite his tongue, as he would scream in pain, as Izuku just laughs at him. He's like, idiot. As Petra was saying, that's what you get for running your mouth. As he would just shut up and be like, whatever. As they would all go into the castle, as Levi would tell them, alright, Eren, Izuku, clean. As Izuku for once would be like, clean? Clean? I love cleaning. As Izuku is also a clean freak. Clean freak just as much as Levi, because he's always the one that takes care of the house, or Eren's house whenever his mother's not around. Makes it squeaky clean, as well as his own house. as he would have gotten his things done, as he'd be like, this is good. As he would go and check up on Aaron and see that he missed a spot and would start berating him. What are you doing? You left a spot there that's not cleaned. You know, I should crucify you for not getting this stuff clean. That would be nice. As he's saying with his eyes closed and a menacing smile, he's like, I'll be nice. I'll leave you to clean and make sure nothing here is unclean. As he would leave the room, as Aaron's just getting a chill down his spine, he's like, oh, don't make Izuku mad. First rule of his book, don't make him mad. As he would have just said that and just, have clean everything and make triple, quadruple checked everything else and make sure that he didn't get Izuku mad, or else he probably would have died. As we see, a couple days would pass, as we see the others, like John, Krista, Ymir, Connie, Sasha, Mikasa, Armin, all make the decisions to say that they're to stay into the, survey, or they're gonna join the Survey Corps, and even though they're really reluctant to do so, they would still join. As they would all be in a little line and say, hey, Captain would say, if I gave you the order to die, would you die? As Jean would say, no, sir, I wouldn't want to die. I wouldn't want to die either. As you would say, from this day forward, you're all servants of the Scout. You're all and comrades of the Survey Corps. As they would all do their salute, their hand on their fist on their hearts, and their arm behind their backs, giving a good salute. As all that would happen, as we see Izuku there and cleaning the stables, as he would go meet up with everyone else, as everyone would say, it looks like everyone joined the Survey Corps. I think he expected. As he would see Jean and say, hey, Jean, you made it. If you made it, you might have Marco made it. As Jean would just get a dark expression saying, he died. As Aaron would just get a just say, what? He died? Yeah, Aaron, he died. As he would just take a moment of silence and saying, well, that got dark fast. And Izuku just walks off. He's gonna go sit somewhere and relax. As he sees Krista by herself, as he's just sitting there, as Krista would walk up to him and say, hey, I don't think we've ever talked that much before. Izuku would say, really? Yeah, I don't think we've talked that much either. As Krista would say, yeah, we haven't really spoken to him except for meetings and training in the Scout Regiment training camp. As Izuku would just chuckle about it. Yeah, those days were hell. As they would just talk and chit chat about little things here and there. As until it got to one point, as they start talking about childhoods. As Krista would just say that she lived in the walls, with her family, just living a nice life. As Izuku would say, really? Well, I had a good childhood as well. Her name... Yeah. As Izuku would just remember to the time where he was a child, and he met his best friend, which was a girl. Still not giving you the name. A promise that they'll get married forever. As Izuku would just say that. As Krista would say, wow, that's really interesting. As she would have a thought, but she would just wipe that thought away. As Izuku would say, well, it's been nice talking to you, Krista. But I think I need to get going. And plus I think Ymiri's looking for you too. I mean, she's over there, she's literally searching every nook and cranny for you. You better go before she kills me. And Izuku would just walk off. That's what I was saying. It was a nice talk. As Izuku would all, go and move. He would, get prepared for the expedition as, it would happen. As we see Izuku getting on a horseback. He's riding with, Armin, Jean, and Reiner, I think? Yeah, it's Reiner. As they would all be in the little squad, just be riding. As they'd be shooting their flare guns whenever they see a Titan or an abnormal. As before anything of that would happen, they would see a large abnormal Titan. It looked like a female Titan? A female Titan? What? As that's where I'm going to be leaving it off, boys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Because I know I did, and I'm hot. So I'm probably going to turn on the air and drink something. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. It would really help me a lot. Thanks, anyway. Good.